Okay, have you understood, guys? Right? What we have to do? We have to install Ansible on the master, right? That is different. Next, we need to create a user on master, right? The same user need to be created on. If you don't want to configure your master for SSH, means running playbook on this, you can ignore that. But in general, we do, right? Create a user. The same user has to be created on the all instances, right? Next, for that user, we have to generate SSH key and give sudo privileges, password authentication. Yes, we have to do. And after that, restart that SSH key. Next, on for each user, that Ansible user, we have to generate SSH key gen, right? That key we have to generate. And from my master, I'll execute SSH copy ID, SSH hyphen copy hyphen ID, this instance. Next, again, SSH copy ID, this IP address. SSH copy ID, this instance IP address. So all that public keys of this instances will be copied here. Means all the SSH key gen we generated, right? The keys will be copied here. So next time when your master wants to communicate, means whenever you run a playbook, when your master will take this playbook modules and run it here, it will use these keys to make the authentication. Instead of username and password, it will use that keys to authenticate with your instances. Understood, guys? For master also we did the same thing. We generated a user and copied that. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So like this, we made the communication. We installed Ansible with the prerequisites of Python and all, and then we made the communication between master instance and this. So that authentication is not related to Ansible. That is authentication is related to SSL Linux only. But Ansible will use that. Ansible will use this. Now it's time to write our first playbook. But before writing the playbook, let me go to my instances. Just let me keep those two active. So here cd/etc/ansible. This is the location. What user you are? No, this is this master only, right? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I connected to through SSH. We connected to the slave, right? 111, right? So using this, we connected to the slave, right? Through SSH command, I'm connecting to the slave mission. Yes, it connected without asking the password. Here we type if etc/etc/ansible, it will not show. It is not there. Right? This path is not there. So I exited. I came to my master again. So now from slave 1 to master, I came back. Right here, if we type cd/etc/ansible, here this is the home directory of your Jenkins. So only on master we installed Ansible. So only here it will be there. So this is nothing but the config file for your Ansible. Okay, that is going to be the config file for your Ansible. So all the configurations related to Ansible will be there here. Ansible.cfg. For example, if you see here, so many configurations will be there. We'll see one day somewhere here. See this inventory. What is your default inventory? /etc/ansible host file. This file /etc/ansible host file. If I don't want this host as a default inventory file, if I want to change my default inventory to my inventory, then you can go and uncomment it, change it to that file. So it will change it. So like this, all the configurations will be there here. Now let's see this default inventory. So you have to remember this path, etc/ansible. You have to remember the file. You have to remember this file name also. In interviews, they'll ask how to change that. What is the default configuration file? How to change that my default inventory to custom inventory? You have to change in ansible.cfg file. Next, roles we'll see later. But for now, hosts. This is our default inventory file. Vi host. Now here, what I'll do is here there are so many explanations they have given, like groups. I explained, right? Ungroups, which are not part of any group. So here this is a group name. These are all part of group. For this, there are no groups. So these are called as ungrouped, right? Okay, fine. Now it is not editable. Let me open with sudo access. Sudo. Here, first line, these are all commented. Just for our explanation, They're mentioning it should live in something, it is there saying. This is for our understanding. If you are very new to Ansible, for us it is the explanation, right? For now, I'll keep localhost. Localhost or IP address of my master, anything I can keep, but I'm keeping localhost. Localhost means local machine, wherever my Ansible is there. That is nothing but a master. So I can use IP address or localhost, anything it is, right? Now I'll go to my home directory. Here I'll create one playbook. Here I'll create one playbook. What I'll write is my playbook. Anything it can be my playbook dot YAML or YML, any extension you can give. Let me write one small playbook and then we will discuss about that. First, let me write it. Okay, let me take one small playbook, then we'll discuss about that. Okay, here it is syntactically it's not correct. Sorry, insert mode. Okay, cat my playbook. This is going to be my playbook. Okay, the playbook syntax, if you have any doubts, I have written like this. You can check it. Okay, if you have anything, you can check the syntax if you miss any syntax like this. So now let's discuss about the playbook. So inside the playbook, the 3 lines, first line indicates what? This is a YAML file. So how we write a shebang line in your shell scripting, like that, to indicate this is a YAML file, we can write it. But this is optional. This is not mandatory. But if you write this, so wherever somewhere like anywhere you are writing, by seeing this only, they'll understand. They'll understand it is a Ansible, YAML file. So YAML file. So even in what is that? Kubernetes also we can write this, but we have not written. But if you want, we can write it. I said right. So this is a first line we have to write to indicate it's a YAML file. Next, we are writing host equal to all, means this is my playbook file, right? This is my playbook thing, whatever I have written. So this playbook has to execute on what? On all the inventories in my inventory file, whatever the IP addresses we have given, right? On all of them, it has to execute. Next, here important, this task. Under this task only, you have to write your actual task using this playbook. What you want to perform actually using this playbook, what you want to perform that actually. And this is a comment. This is comment. I have, this is useless. I just simply to show that something I'll discuss later, and also to tell you that this is a comment I have written like this. Okay, if you want, you can remove this. We can, if you have any confusion with this, let's try to remove this, no problem. So I'm going to remove that line. We'll see what is that, why I wrote there, we'll see later. Okay, so like this. So now under task, we have to write the actual task. So under task, you can write actual task, multiple tasks. If you want, you can write many tasks. Not oh, sorry, again syntax is missing here. One second, the syntax is not correct. Let me write. Okay, insert mode. Okay. Okay, now the syntax is correct. It is an array. Means under task, you can write multiple tasks. You can write multiple tasks, not only one task. Like this, you can write multiple tasks. For example, what is that is task ping. That's it. I want to ping. How we ping? For example, I want to, this is my master, right? My master to slave, I want to ping. How you will ping? Ping is a command. You'll give that destination IP address from master. I want to ping slave and check whether the communication happens or not. Yes, happening. The same thing I want to run as a playbook. I'm writing like this. Task ping. There is a module called as ping module. So we are writing that ping module. So under task, I'm writing one task, and the name for the task, I'm giving a name as this task will ping. This is the name of the task. And what I want to do in the task, just I want to ping that. I just want to execute this ping module. That's it. Now, when I want to execute this playbook, I have to execute a command. That's it. Ansible hyphen playbook, right? What is the name of the playbook? My playbook.yml. Now, see how many tasks are there in this inside our playbook? One task is there, but how many tasks executed here? Task. How many tasks executed here?
Two.
Two. One is gathering facts. The other task name is this task will ping. So this is the name of our task. But two things executed. I said, right? Gathering facts is a default task which will be executed first, and then only our task will be executed. We have not written gathering facts task, but still it got executed. Right? Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
And it's checked green. Okay, means success kind of thing. Okay, we'll discuss about this green, okay, and all will later. For now, it is success. But how many instances? Gathering facts has executed on how many instances?
One, sir. Local.
One. Gathering task, this task will ping task got executed on how many hosts? Only one. Why? Only one. But we have master slave, two instances, right? It got executed only on master. Why? Why? Yeah?
Given to ping only one master.
Yeah, in the inventory we have given to ping only
Master.
Let me do one thing. Sudo privileges I have to use here. Here we have given only localhost type name. It is pinging that. Now I'll give this. So you can use public IP, but when you start and stop and start your instance, public IP will change. So that's why the SSH key and everything I did with the private keys only. So even tomorrow, if you start also, it will not be an issue. So if you are in same VPC, same network, then you can use private IP address. If it isn't different, then you have to use public IP address. Now I'm doing this. Now I change it to 2, right? Now I'll run the playbook. Now I'll run the same playbook. How many IPs are there in my inventory now? Default
Two,
inventory,
Two.
right? 2. So gathering facts is executing. On how many instances it got executed? And this and this. And this task also got executed on these two. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. So that is my playbook, right? I want to execute more than one task. What you have to do? You have to write like this. You have to write like this. Ping is a module. Command is a module. Command is a module. Command is a module, right? For example, I want to install something. Yum install HTTPD server, something, right? Yum module you can use. But if there is for some command, there is no equivalent command, then I have to use command module, and you can pass a raw command. Command raw, there are many options. You can use either command or raw and then pass the command here. Who am I? There is no module called as who am I, but I want to execute a who am I command. So in such case, what you have to do is command module you have to use and pass the direct command here. Understood? This is interview question. Okay. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
But if I want to pass some shell script, shell is a module. Shell module you have to use. Okay, we will discuss many things. First, I want to discuss one more playbook, so you'll come to know better things. This one important thing for understanding that this I'll discuss. Then we will see. Okay, I'm on my master. Here I'll create test.yaml. Okay, this is my playbook name. Here I'll write this. Okay, I'll adjust this. Tabs will not work. If you are using any tabs, right, for the space, stop that habit. Tabs will not work in YAML. Okay. Oh, this, I think there is one parameter. I forgot that. Yeah, it's been long time. I discussed Ansible. So set format, set something is there. So it will automatically set that. format. Okay. Anyways, let us do this for now. Now you see this. Now you see this. This is my playbook. I want to execute this playbook on what? On all the IP addresses which are there in my inventory. Okay, this we will see later. Okay. Next, I want to execute tasks, multiple tasks. First task, the name of the task is just I'm giving a name. Who is executing, right? So who is executing? Who am I? Module is not there. Who am I? Module is not there. So what I'm doing is command module I'm using, and who am I? I'm passing to this. I want to ping. So there is a ping module directly. So I'm using this. Next, I'm creating one more command to find out current directory. For that also there is no equivalent module. So I'm using command and passing that PWD. See here, command module will take the direct commands, right? I'm passing command PW. Now, this is the important thing. I want to install tree. I want to install tree command on my master and also on slave, right? So here state you have to pass as present. For example, let me tree command not found. Tree command not found. It's not there on my master. I'll go to my slave. Here also not found. So what I'll do is I'll go to my playbook. In my playbook, v8 test state equal to present. I'll give present. Okay, state equal to okay, what is that? Name of the task is, oh, again, for example, understand here, it is install tree. You think like it is installed, or else let me edit it once again. Install tree. You can give any name, but for meaning, what a meaningful name. Okay, so the name of the task is install tree, means I want to install tree command. How to install? To install, what is a module? M module. M. What do you want to install? Tree. You want to install or uninstall? Install. So you have to write state equal to present. This is equivalent to m install tree minus 5. This is equivalent to this. M install tree. Understood? This is equivalent. Now, when you want to install something, for example, m install tree, what it is, it will tell you need to be a root user to command. Yes or no? You need to perform as a root user or pseudo privileges you want to use. So for that, we are going to use become equal to yes. By default, become equal to no will be there. You no need to write become equal to yes. You no need to write become equal to no. By default, it will be no. If you want to use root privileges, then you have to use become equal to yes. Now let me run my playbook. Ansible hyphen playbook. This is the command we use to run our playbook. What is the playbook name? Test.yml. You run it. Gathering facts, we know by default how to get it, right? So this is executed on this node and this also. Now task executing changed something. It is saying for this it is showing okay. For this it is changed. Okay, we will discuss about these things later. First, let now concentrate on this directory. Install tree, right? It is showing as changed. For this localhost also it is changed. Now, before executing this playbook, do we have a tree command on that install on the Linux machine? Do we had? No. Now, when I type tree, it is there or not? Is it showing command not found? No, means tree is successfully installed, right? Let me go to my slave and execute tree. Here also it installed. Yes or no? Is it successfully installed on both the machines?
Yes, sir.
So here it is saying the state is changed. So wherever you see the state is like this, whenever I run a playbook, if you see that changed means the state what we given in the playbook is state equal to present. So the whenever our playbook went there and checked the state equals to absent, so it installed. So the state has changed from absent to present. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the Ansible went and checked for the tree module. Hey, do you present? Hey, tree, do you present? No, I'm absent, it said. So it installed. So when it installed, the state will be changed to present. Means from the state present, absent to present, it changed for both the machines. Now you see, I'll run the same playbook once again. Forget about the three things, we'll discuss later. Now, is it showing us changed again? Install tree?
Yes, sir.
No. Why? Because whenever I said, right, Ansible is idempotent, it went there, it checked the state of, in the playbook, we have given the state equal to present. It went there and tried to check the state. It is already present. So now nothing to do. It came out. That's it. It is saying, hey, it's already there. I haven't changed the state. The state is already present. You gave me state to present it. It is already present. I came back. It's the same. That's understood. So for this also, command module, the path will be changed. You don't know what is this path. It cannot check the path. So always whenever you use who am I and the pwd commands, you don't know whether the path is changed or not. Every time it will be changing only. That is the reason it is saying change it for these things. Understood, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
if a playbook task is executed on host, is it going to execute once again? No, it is idempotent. Based on the state, it will check that and ignore that. Understood, guys? Hope
Yes,
it's
sir.
clear.